Gin is one of my favourite things in the world, and I don't just mean a gin and tonic, although that is also one of my favourite things in the world. They wanted to make music that spoke to people, and they ended up almost becoming one of the biggest voices of a generation. I feel like BTS was meant to happen. It was just meant to happen, in my opinion. Hi guys, what's the crack? Loly here, welcome back. So I'm going to do a BTS music video. I haven't done one in a while. I don't really do them that much on my channel because I'm already a die-hard ARMY. I've been an ARMY for a couple of years now, and I don't know, I feel like reaction videos with BTS, a lot of people love when they're getting into some like new and first, and like I already know like a lot and everything, so not really entertaining. But hey, any ARMYs there that are bored, come watch this with me. We'll all, like, you know, love it together. So this is BTS Heartbeat. This I think was the song that's on the homepage of BTS World, and I remember hearing the first couple of lines. I think it's Taeyoung singing something about seasick, and I remember being like, oh, what is that song? Look, it's beautiful. And then it turned out this is the song. Speaking of BTS World, is anybody else struggling with it? Like, BTS World is stressing me out more than college ever did, and then I feel more accomplished finishing a chapter than I did when I got my degree. That's saying a lot. Like, I feel like more like pride in my chest and in my heart when I finish a chapter. And like, don't get me wrong, I love BTS, I love the game and all that, but it's almost like a self-accomplishment. Like, I'm like, yes, I did it, I finally got through the chapter. It's like any game, when you get really good into it, you get really competitive. Like, you're just like, no, I'm stubborn, I'm gonna sit here, I'm gonna make this work. That's what I feel like playing BTS World. It's right at the worst side of me, okay? So thanks. Anyway, yeah. Just, if I seem cranky or tired, it is 5:30 in the morning right now, and it's literally 5 AM. Because I am doing 4 12-hour shifts back to back the next couple of days in work, and this was the only chance I was going to get to record. Like, I have to be in work in 3 hours for a 12-hour shift. So, if I'm cranky, it's because I am. No, I shouldn't complain, to be honest. I'm very lucky that I have a job. You know, a lot of people, families struggle because they can't get one, so I really shouldn't complain. I'm very lucky, actually, and fortunate. Yeah, you know what? No, we're going to turn this into a positive, okay? Don't mind me, guys. I'm just cranky and tired, and I shouldn't be, because I'm very fortunate that I'm able to put a roof over my head by working, you know, so ignore me. I'm sorry, I'm rambling. Speaking of which, actually, I think I need some coffee. Is it annoys anybody else? Yes, I'm aware my space buns are off balance, but you know what? So is life, so we're just going to deal with it. Why am I so passive aggressive today? I apologise, okay? I apologise. I don't know what's wrong with me. Okay, BTS Heartbeat. Oh, I'm already emotional. If you were not there then, would we, who we just shine as bright as now? So like in the game, if they never met, is it? Shine, will you stop? Calm down. Every video I've tried to record today, they keep pop. I've never even shopped on the place before. Like, do you mind? It's fine, I'm going to restart the video because I missed the start of it anyway. How many of you are still here? Have you gone off the video yet? Have I pissed you off yet? Now I got a pretty little thing ad. I've already spent all my money on your website, leave me alone. Yeah, that was the... Oh, Farmer D. Oh, he's a star earring. Snow's not like there. Just remember from the... I'm not gonna know the rest of it. Taekwondo. Anybody did Taekwondo? I've done kickboxing. I did kickboxing for a couple of years. I'm short, but I could probably still kick you in the face if I really wanted to. So it's all the individual... Oh, so they're taking the concept of the individual stories from the game and actually turning them into, like, if we actually never were BTS. Oh, wow. I don't want to be in that world. That's badass bad boy. Yeah, that's Jin vocals. You hear that? Jin is one of my favourite things in the world. And I don't just mean a gin and tonic. Although that is also one of my favourite things in the world. didn't hear this part in the thing. Resume me. Wow, clever. Universe. 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 Fucking genius. Oh my god, that shot. Whoa, hang on. Can we go back? Oh. Oh my god, they turned the army bombs into the galaxy. Oh, my emotions. I can't deal with this. It's too early to cry. That is beautiful. Oh wow. Oh, there's whales. This is for a game. Can we just, like, this is for a game. Oh my god, the visuals. The animation is amazing. The animator in me is crying. Come on, Jin. Actor Jin. The universe. So it's like the universe is interrupting their individual lives to almost bring them all together, even if they weren't together. Does that make sense? Like Jin's down there on the beach and he was at his resort, and then it turned into the universe, like the stars and stuff ascending down. Ascending, that was a very fancy word for me. Ascending down and almost taking over. That, like, kind of saying that they would have met regardless. The shot. Whoa, what was he playing? That's why is it? What was he playing? I wonder if it was his CD. I wonder if it was Piano Yoongi's CD. Oh my god! So they would have still met even if, oh no, my emotions, I can't deal with this. Sorry, I keep pausing it. I'm trying to get a hold of myself. So they're saying they would have met in another world, in another life, that their souls are just meant to meet. Ooh, vocal, 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 visual, vocal, heart, love, boom, boom. What? Jimin! Jimin! That tree, that heart. Vocals on fire. Oh no, they're still together. Oh my god. Why am I getting emotional? Oh, his earring is cool. It's like flat. When we first met in 2012. So saying that no matter what, in Destiny they would have been together, and that we would have been together. Oh my god. Why would you do that to me so early in the morning? That's just not fair. Well, that was an emotional roller coaster. I wasn't expecting to take this early in the morning. BTS is like... It's hard to explain. It's like... They're a band and they make incredible music, and that comes first and foremost. Like I said, they started off as a group of people just wanting to make music, like most artists, well, every artist does, you know, any incredible artist has done amazing things. That's the way it always starts off, is they just wanted to make music, and I think they've turned into something more. Like they wanted to make music that spoke to people, and they ended up almost becoming one of the biggest voices of a generation, in my opinion. and I know there's a lot of indie artists that have incredible lyrics, and hopefully they'll find their way into the light, but I feel like BTS was meant to happen. It was just meant to happen. It was just, it's what the world needed, it's what a lot of people needed, and I know that's a lot of pressure to put on 7 individuals, regardless of how used that they are, or you know how much they want to say to the world, and they may never step back from it. They take the responsibility of the weight of what they've gotten themselves into, but it's still a lot of pressure, I think, to put on anybody. And I'm glad they have each other, and they have us, and we have them. But I feel like destiny, it's a big word, but I feel like they were meant to happen. It was just something that was meant to happen for the world. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna go. I need a hug, some chocolate. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you guys think of the video. What do you think about the game? Add me on the game if you want, actually. Or don't, I don't mind. I probably should stop playing. Actually don't, because don't encourage me. Okay, I'm gonna go. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a good day, and I will see you next time. Thank you. Bye.